This time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now it's Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Falcons sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Change it.
Again, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates them because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves his sticks. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. D'Angelo Malone in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
No, we changed it. We changed it. Hey, middle.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They go play action with Jackson. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah. 13. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Jackson. Touchdown. Chase Claypool. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now Dobbins again on second down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They're going to look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Play fake here on 1st down. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw again. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll look to throw again. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D'Angelo Malone. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarnell Mooney, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment.
Touchdown! Jarnell Mooney. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that will make this a 4-point game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about How much pressure is in the face of a guy? And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Succop's kick is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Hey, middle.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And Jackson throwing once more. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Yeah. 13. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. completion here to Claypool. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Second down and goal. Jackson flush to his right. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. They got his man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd and 12, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Yeets Yetur Gross-Matos able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Hey, report.
In motion, Hill. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins, and he'll work down inside the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, that's out to Chubb. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Again, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign.
Hey, middle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Hold on. Hey, report. Damn. Nice shot. Report.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for 1.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. J.K. Dobbins, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. One last shot for Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A higher scoring game, Charles.